Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for May from Molly the Star Kid at Starkidignited. This will be a timeless reading, so for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and North Node, whenever you come across this video is the right time for you to watch it or for it to resonate. If you guys do enjoy this video, there is going to be an extended on Patreon for $10 a month, so I hope to see you over there, and let's get into it. So Capricorn, I did a energy check-in for you. And so I'll just go through what was coming up. So this is the energy, that I was picking up when I was tuning into the Capricorn collective. So I got a hot, under pressure feeling. External relationships feel pressurized or stressful, emphasis on family and friends. So there might be some pressure, some arguments, some just stressful experiences that you're having with other people right now. Spirit is reminding you it's learning to ask for your own opinion before anyone else's, relying on the self more. And this is actually opportunity to create a deeper, more nourishing bond with self. When we rely on our own perception, our own values, our own interpretation of things, we create a stronger trust with ourselves. When we give our power away to others to dictate our path or what we do, then we are creating a vibration in ourselves that is telling ourselves that, that whatever we decided we don't fully trust and we need the validation from someone else. So it's not an easy lesson to learn, and my heart just goes out to all the Capricorns. I'm a Capricorn, so I feel it. But it can be difficult needing to strengthen that self muscle, that standing on my own 2 feet, whether someone supports me or not, and it's a muscle that you have to grow. So I'm proud of you for doing that, and we do have a higher self message that came through for you as well, so bear with me. So your higher self wants you to know, gosh, I'm so proud of you. I've watched you patiently climb every mountain. Your courageous little heart never gave up. And you have grown so much from the little kid, goat, you once were. We see you get to the top, and with that new heightened view, you choose yet another, even bigger, better, taller mountain to climb, which is wonderful and inspiring to all who witness you. We, however, can see the 40 mountains behind you you already climbed and forgot about, and send you immense love and appreciation for all you have already done. Your path is not perfect, but goodness, it's beautiful, what you've created and what you will create for yourself in the future. Awesome. So that was your little channeled message, Capricorn. I hope that resonated. So now we're going to pull some cards. These monthlies are going to be a little bit shorter, and we're going to keep a lot of the longer, juicier parts for the extended reading. So I hope to see you over there on Patreon. So I'm just going to ask for what is the most important message, Spirit, that you would like to give Capricorn at this time? How can you support them, empower them, and let them know what the easiest, most graceful way forward is for them? So what energy is Capricorn? What card would you like to show Capricorn? We're going to be using the mermaid cards today, so we're tapping into the wisdom of the mermaids to deliver these messages for you. Beautiful. Okay. So the first thing we have is the crane bag. Okay. So sacred ocean medicine, clutter, declutter, and choice. So it looks like it's a 35, so breaking down to an 8. So your spirit guides are wanting to give you some sacred medicine. You might be researching sacred medicine. You might be a healer. You might be someone that uses the ocean to cleanse themselves, to heal themselves, or bodies of water. If not, then you may be encouraged to seek support from water, from something that's bigger than yourself. Go seek out maybe alternative medicines, or anything that's a sacred medicine to you. Like sometimes just like a loving conversation with a friend can be medicine. Yeah, and we can see that there is a need to clutter and declutter. So maybe get the energy moving in your space. You may need to, clean things out, declutter, get rid of old energy. Potentially you're holding on to things that maybe were given to you from a past person that doesn't show love to you anymore, and you're not wanting to actually continue having that item in your vibrational field. And remembering that you have the choice. You have the choice to decide what's in your life right now and what is not. It is up to you. Okay, so we'll get some more information on that. But the next card that we have as well is receptivity. Allow yourself to receive and allow yourself to give. So your sacred medicine might be that you're a giver and a receiver. We're all givers and receivers, but it might be that you have something to give. You're needing to receive from maybe a different from different people than the ones that are causing the stress on your life or causing the under pressure feeling. It might be because you're giving your energy in to people, places, or situations that aren't receiving it, or they're not reciprocating. Whereas what this says is that you have sacred medicine. Something that you have is very special. And allow yourself to give it and allow yourself to receive things back for it. If people are trying to, take things for, receive what you're giving for free, or if they're trying to do things where you're not feeling honored in that exchange, then it is your choice whether you stay in that environment or not. But you're definitely being encouraged to seek out avenues and seek out new avenues where you feel that you are in an equal exchange, that what you're giving, you're receiving back. And we all may actually have issues with receiving. Like, a lot of people are very uncomfortable around receiving. Like, try giving someone a compliment and you'll see that a lot of people aren't very comfortable with it. Now, it's the same kind of energy with money or with really anything we want in our lives. We have to believe that we're valuable enough to receive that thing, to receive it. Otherwise, if we don't believe we're valuable enough, someone can give you $1,000 tomorrow, but you will just give it away. You'll feel like, oh, I shouldn't have this, like this person needs this and this person needs that. And that's fantastic that you're such a generous and sharing person. But what we also need is to have that value in self, that it's like, hey, I have value. What I've just done deserves this value back. I don't need to get rid of it. This is mine and I can be proud of it and I can grow it. So just some things to think about, Capricorn. Well, I'll pull some more energy cards and then we'll clarify just what's already out here. So is there any further messages, Spirit, that you'd like to give Capricorn? No, I'm not going to take that one. Is there one other card, Spirit? Okay, cool. So Capricorn, we have... Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. We have divine timing at play. So whatever's going on right now, it's divine timing. The universe is on your side. There's something being worked out, in the sidelines of spirit that are trying to get everything together for your dreams to come true. The divine timing is at play. So that's a beautiful confirmation that if things have been feeling, slow, or they're not quite going the way that we wanted, it's a beautiful reminder that we can't control everything. There's, what is it? With a sailboat, sometimes you need to paddle and sometimes you need to sail. Like, there's kind of... You need to know when to paddle and when to sail. If you're paddling all the time, you exhaust yourself. And if you're sailing all the time, well, you'll end up off course. So also having that balance, I think, as well, where you're allowing yourself to put in the work, but then also remembering that there is a surrender needed in that process to be like, I want this so much, the universe has got it, it's coming. And that doesn't mean not taking action or not being diligent in what you have to do, but it's also just about that peace that you can bring to yourself, that non-resistance while you wait. And then we have romance and connection. So There could be a new romantic partner that's coming in for you. There could be divine timing around romance and connection, which means that if there are delays in your partner sphere or love or dating or things, just reminding you that it is divine timing. On the bottom of the deck, we have cut the cord. So it looks like you have some work to cut the cords with previous relationships before new things will come in. But it's also reminding you that new wonderful things are just waiting on the sidelines to come in. But we need to do some inner work first, making sure that we're cutting the cords, we're releasing what needs to be released, so that when we get into a new relationship, we're in a state of joy, love, openness. We're not holding on to any past pain or hurt that someone else has caused us that we're going to bring into this new relationship. We're cutting the cords. We're understanding what hurt us. We're having compassion for ourselves, even if no one else will. And just giving yourself some time to mend any scars, even any patterns that you have, that you know, like, look, as a conscious being, I don't want to bring this into a new relationship where I'm going to meet someone that's incredibly amazing. So I'm going to take the time now that's needed to cut the cords and really go through what it is my heart is holding on to that it doesn't need to be anymore. Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's clarify the crane bag. So what's the crane bag about? Oh my goodness, and we have the Lovers. So make choices from your heart. Okay, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. That's beautiful because the crane bag actually talks about choices. So you may have a big decision right now that you're trying to make, and Spirit's encouraging you to feel into it. Let your heart decide. Obviously, like, when we let our heart decide, it doesn't mean that we don't use our mind, but it means that the mind is not in the driver's seat. The mind is like the passenger. You know what I mean? Like, if your higher self, if love is in the driver's seat, so it's taking you there, it's on the driving wheel, then like your mind still gets to come along and help. It gets to choose the music, and, you know, like, point out landmarks and things, but the driving seat is love. The driving seat is making choices from your heart. And potentially being open to deeply emotional commitments. That might be a part of the love that you offer this world. Okay, and can we get a clarifier for receptivity? Wow, so we have another major arcana. So this card would be the Hermit. So we have Epiphany, Archangel Raziel. Joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. And that came up on receptivity. So your spiritual growth might be something that comes into what you're needing to share or what you're wanting to do at this time. And, you know, spiritual growth obviously can be like a tarot channel, an astrology, Reiki, all those wonderful things. But sometimes, like, having a spiritual journey can be doing, you know, like, any job, but bringing your spiritual self to it. Like, a lot of people would be able to resonate with like one workplace or one school where they met someone and they were just such a joy, a delight to be around. They just made everyone, you know, like, they lightened the mood, or they made everyone look at things differently. And like, it just assisted that whole collective, just that person being themselves. And that can also be, you know, like, a way that you share your spiritual lessons. It doesn't always have to be through, you know, the more tried and true methods. But at the same time, if you do have a spiritual calling, get ready to give it. Get ready to receive like praise and compliments and like attention and differing opinions and all that fun stuff that comes with it. Because it looks like you've spent a lot of time going within and getting this knowledge. It's not something that you've just started out with. The Hermit is someone that secludes themselves. They go up into the mountain, and someone explained it to me as they're raising the price of being around them. Like, most, if you think about a hermit in a town or something, you know, like, that might not really be where the hermit's meant to be, but it's very easy for all the town people to access them. Like, they're just there, you know, they can see them every night, have chats. But when the hermit goes on that solitary journey up the mountain by themselves to talk to spirit in complete seclusion and solitude, it it makes it a lot harder for people to just come and get that knowledge. They actually need to go seek the Hermit for themselves. Wisdom and objectivity are important now with the King of Michael. Principled, rational, ambitious, and respected. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So it's really going to call on you to be a decisive force, like to back yourself, to back your ideas, to intelligently communicate with others what it is that you have discovered or that you've observed, and not changing that to other people's will. Coming back to the energy reading. Okay, wonderful. So Capricorn, that is your monthly reading. I love you so much. I hope it helped. Don't forget to watch the readings for your sun, moon, rising, and north node. And yeah, so from here, we're going to jump into the extended on Patreon. I hope to see you there. And if not, have a wonderful week. Bye, guys.